If you've been wanting to draw, but you don't know where to start, this is a simple place to begin. Not a full project, not a big idea, just one object and a clear starting point. Before we dive into today's sketch, I would just like to say hello and welcome. I'm Janet, architect turned creative renewal coach and watercolor artist. This is part of my Creative Compass in Practice series, where we take the ideas from the main videos and bring them into a simple, lived experience. In this week's video, we talked about something many people experience: wanting to be creative again, but not knowing how or where to begin, and how that's usually not due to a lack of motivation, but is actually about lacking a clear entry point. So today, we're working with a simple exercise that I call one object, one decision. Not choosing from many things, not planning a composition, just giving yourself a defined place to start. If you'd like to sketch along, here's how to begin. Choose one object that's already near you. It might be a mug, your phone, a plant, a pair of glasses, something on your desk. It doesn't need to be interesting. It just needs to be there. Here's an important constraint. Once you choose it, leave it as it is. No rearranging, no adjusting, no searching for something better. And if you'd like, you can set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes. Just enough time to complete a quick grounding sketch and maybe a quick watercolor wash. We don't want to turn this into an epic and exhausting activity. You want to nourish, not smother, your creative spark. Now, this might seem like a very simple exercise. Maybe it seems too simple, but its simplicity is the crucial part. It removes one of the biggest barriers to starting, the decision of what to draw. And when that decision is already made, it's easier to sit down, it's easier to begin, it's easier to stay for a few minutes. And that's often all we're working toward at this stage, making starting easier to access. I'll begin sketching mine now. You're welcome to sketch alongside, draw something near you, or simply just watch. Let this be simple. Let this be enough. So let's begin. As you are sketching, you might notice how quickly or slowly you begin, where your eye settles, how much detail you want to include. There's no need to adjust anything, just observe and respond. If something doesn't look the way you expect, see if you can continue anyway, not correcting, just continuing. This isn't about making something work. It's about allowing yourself to start. I'm going to do a third wash here. I'm feeling really grounded with this painting practice, and I don't feel like I'm going to overdo, but I always like to stop between layers just to take a moment of quiet, have a cup of tea, and see if I'm ready to keep going. Always, again, not trying to overdo, just trying to enjoy this moment of creative intention and creative reconnection with my spark. I hope you enjoyed that time and that this gave you a simple way to begin, because often this is what's been missing. Not ability, not ideas, just a clear starting point. Over time, you may notice that starting becomes easier when you return to something familiar. The same object, the same moment, the same way of beginning. We'll explore that more in the next video. Until next time, wishing you a grace-filled day and enjoying this simple starting point you can return to.